tutorial are some flat-headed pins, some ribbon, material, scissors and an old cake board. Our first step is to lie out the material face down. You're then going to lie your cake board on top of your material. What we need to do next is cut out the material, but obviously when you're cutting out circles sometimes the material can slip around the actual cake board. So what we're going to do is going to put 4 pins in so that the material won't slip around. Put them all the way in because you'll find it hard to remove them. As I'm cutting around the edge, I'm leaving enough space to cover the lip here. Starting from this pin, we're going to attach our ribbon. You want to pull out the pin. Make sure the material is pulled over the edge. Put the ribbon on, and for now the first pin that you put in, do not push in all the way, but just make sure that it is secure. And then we're going to move around and add in more pins. Pin, and you can push this one all the way in. The end, what we're going to do is the first pin, you want to measure just past it, cut, and then you want to fold the ribbon back on itself and line them two up and put them under the same pin. Pin in just to secure it down. First thing I'm going to show you is how to make the cross on the board. You want to get the two ends and fold them together. You're then going to pin them onto any point around the edge of the board. Right, this is the starting point of where you're going to drag the ribbon to create your cross. Start with the under one and go long ways across the board, and then you want to pin it in place. And then you're going to go across again. You want to make sure they're as even as possible. Then drag it across again. Now realise that my top ribbon is too long, so all I need to do is unpin at this point, repin them both together. An alternate thing we can do with the ribbon is use it as a decoration. So you can pin down different shapes. So you can do shapes like this and you still be able to slip your notes underneath the ribbon. I'm going to do something a little bit different, and I'm going to do some lettering. all the way through. Now they will come out on the back, but once we push them all through, I'll show you what we'll do with them then. Right, now I've pushed all the pins through, we're left with all these spikes. So what we're going to do is first we want to cut them down as much as we can. And then you want to flatten them as much as you can. Our last step is to make a line so that it can be hung up. You can use ribbon or string or just anything that will be able to support the weight of the board. Right, so you want to cut a length of string, tie a loop in one side and do the same on the other. Right, now you want to have 2 pins that have some stoppers on the end. You're gonna dig them into the board on a diagonal. Now this can support its own weight and be hung up on the wall.